If you're looking to buy new video equipment for your business, you're likely going to find that there's a range and variety of equipment and different options of cameras and tripods and lights. In this video, I want to simplify that for you. I want to give you a quick guide to how much it's going to cost to buy basic video equipment for your business. Hey there, welcome back to Film School for Marketers. I'm Zach from Impact. So we get this question all the time. How much is it going to cost for me to buy decent video equipment for my business? So the kind of equipment that's going to make me look good, but maybe not break the bank. And as a caveat, in this video, I'm really going to be discussing the basics to get started with video and roughly how much that's going to cost. If you're to the point where you already have equipment and you're looking to upgrade, this probably is not going to be the video for you. But if you're looking to get started, this is going to be great. So we're really going to break this down into 4 separate areas. But before we break it down, in case you're impatient, I want to tell you I'm probably going to give you a range of somewhere between $1,200 and $5,000, again, for basic video equipment to get started. But let's go a little more in detail as to how we come up with that number. So we're going to talk about 4 separate areas. We're going to be discussing the camera that you might buy, or cameras, the audio equipment that you buy, the lighting, and then the tripod. So 4 basic ingredients for a video production setup at any business. So let's first start with your camera. What you're looking at here is either a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. These are going to be your budget-friendly, but still look somewhat professional types of cameras. This is not going to be your point and shoot, those little digital cameras that you see people using on vacation. That's not going to cut it for what you need to do at your business. So the camera I'm using right now is a DSLR. It's the Canon 5D Mark IV. And it's about $2,000 to $2,500 once you count the lens and everything like that. So that's going to be your kind of higher end of the budget-friendly line. It's probably going to be $2,000 to $2,500. Now on the lower end, you're probably going to be looking somewhere around $600 to $800, depending on the sales or if you buy used or something like that. For instance, the Canon 80D, which is one I recommend oftentimes for people who are not looking to spend a lot of money. That's about an $800 camera if it's not on sale. So that gives you a little bit of an idea as far as the camera goes. Now, what I recommend doing is if you're on a tight budget, but you want to get 2 cameras, because I recommend you get 2, this way you can do 2 angles and you have options and you're flexible, get the cheaper one if that's what you need to do. But either way, I recommend probably getting 2 cameras if you can swing it. Now, next is the audio equipment. And this is pretty basic, but what I want to stress here is that you need something additional, not just your camera. In other words, you don't want to be using onboard camera audio, the mic that is in the camera, that's not made to produce this type of audio like what you're hearing right now. In fact, what I'm using right now is a wireless Lavalier, which is hooked up to the camera, but it's capturing the sound from me over here, not from over there, because it would sound terrible if it was just the camera. There's different options. You don't have to go wireless. I recommend you do because it gives you the most flexibility. When you're looking at lavalier setups, the one I'm using right now is about $800. It's a Sony line. Rode also makes a really great wireless pack. It's $200 to $300. But I recommend you go the lavalier route because it's easy to set up, it's easy to transport, and it produces, I think, some of the best dialogue for your videos versus a boom setup or something like that. So next, let's discuss lighting. I want to give you the basic stuff. So first of all, what I want you to know is that for this video, what I'm shooting right now, there is no lights in front of me. This is just a window that I'm shooting in front of. I have one light in the background. And so you might find that you don't need lighting to get started. It's nice to have it in case you need it if it's dark in any part of your office. But if you're looking for a great lighting kit, this really comes down to how portable you want to be. If you want portable LED lights that you can take out into the field and anywhere else that you might be shooting, that's one thing. But if you just want to set up a studio and everything's just going to be plugged in, it doesn't need to move, that's a totally separate thing. But for most cases, I would recommend you get something that's portable. You get something like this LED that I have back here. In fact, I have a set of 3 of these. These are about $1,000 for the pack because they're bi-color, so I can change the color temperature of the light. They're ultra portable, and they're obviously variable brightness. And then if you're looking for a studio setup of lights, ones that you just plug in, honestly, you can find great sets for just a couple $100s. They're really not that expensive if you don't plan on moving them around too much. And really all you need is light. But if you're just getting started, then just spend a couple $100 to set up your studio or something like that, and that will work absolutely fine. And last but not certainly least, you've got your tripod or whatever you're using to stabilize your footage. Typically that's just a tripod, you set it up and it's done. These can range dramatically as well, and really that comes down to just how sturdy the equipment is and how much of a beating it can take. So you're looking somewhere between $100 and $500 for a good tripod. Honestly, if you're just getting started and you want to be portable, you could find a great one for like 150 bucks that folds down really easily. It can take a beating. You don't need to last forever, but if you're just getting started, I would probably start there. I don't recommend buying the $20 Amazon tripod because it's going to break after a week, but you definitely don't need to break the bank unless you're setting up a studio. Once again, if you're setting up a studio and you want something rugged, durable, something that's going to last for a while, then you might want to buy a heavier duty tripod. And honestly, you can find a lot of these used nowadays for just a couple $100. So this hopefully gives you a good idea of what it costs to buy basic video equipment as you're beginning your video journey. Of course, there's a lot more that goes into this. And oftentimes what you find is that you spend this little bit up front and then you want to upgrade later. So it's worth considering. Am I going to be producing a lot of videos? Is this something long-term that it would be better to make the investment now in something that's not as basic? You have to make that decision for yourself. But really consider how important is video for your business? How much is this going to influence revenue, influence sales? And oh, by the way, I'm gonna drop a link in the description where you can go and look at all of my different video kits from beginner to advanced. You can see everything I use to shoot these videos, everything I use to shoot the podcast, and I'll drop that down in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Film School for Marketers. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching today. Until we see you next time, keep learning.